Hi, I'm Catherine Locke. I'm a senior lecturer here at the School of International Development, and my research focuses on gender and migration. A lot of the interest in development studies about migration has been looking at poor people's international migration across boundaries, but my work in contrast focuses on rural to urban migration within specific countries. And although that rural-urban migration is increasingly really significant for development outcomes, it's so far been relatively neglected in comparison to that international migration. My work focuses on Vietnam, where increasingly men and women are leaving the countryside to look for work in the expanding cities and the new industrialised zones. Before 1986, Vietnam had a centrally planned economy, and the state very tightly regulated people's movements through the household registration system. Since 1986, Vietnam has embarked on a series of reforms very similar to the Chinese reform process, and this has opened up new economic opportunities in the cities and the industrialised zones, and also has gone alongside a relaxation of the household registration system, which has allowed people to move to access those opportunities. The resulting migration has been really significant in accounting for Vietnam's very impressive economic growth and also its very substantial reduction of the proportion of the population that lie below the poverty line. However, many of these migrants face very, very harsh conditions, particularly these low-income migrants. They're going to do difficult jobs which pay very little. They're often living in very difficult circumstances. They're by and large excluded from urban social services, and they face day-to-day discrimination on the street from everyday people as well as from the state. Many migrants describe this life as a miserable existence. And it certainly has huge implications for how they can manage their family and marriages around the necessity of having to go away for work. And this is what my work focuses on. It focuses on men and women who have young children and who are trying to cope with building a family at the same time as migrating for work. I work with two senior researchers at the Vietnam Academy of Social Sciences, and the work we're doing at the moment centres on 77 life histories of male and female migrants. What's special about our take on migration here is our interest in the gendered strategies of migrants to improve their lives and the lives of their families through migration for low-income work. Often migrants are doing this at great risk to themselves, but also at great risk to their family relationships. It would be great to see you here if you have interests in migration and gender, and we would love to involve you in the workings of our group.